Hello, gamers and geeks. This is Ogre, an old guy's geekly review, and we're going to look back at the book Dragonflight by Anne McCaffrey, the book that kicks off the Dragon Riders of Pern. And we're going to take a look and discuss whether or not this is a sci-fi fantasy series that is something that you should pick up and read. So we're getting into where the Dragon Riders of Pern has some, I think, 20 odd books, and it's a pretty long series. But should you pick up book one, and we'll see if book one is worth your time. So, what are you going to get? Well, it is an interesting mix of fantasy and science fiction, where the background of the story is more sci-fi, but the forefront, the daily activities, the actions of the characters are going to feel more fantasy in its play. Is it well written? Well, I would say that it is a good book, but maybe not a great book. And we'll go and say that the book itself has, for a more modern audience, some possibly uncomfortable areas. And one of those uncomfortable areas is the fact that the the writing is from a feminist perspective of a very forgotten culture and time. So the men are very much kind of toxic masculinity with some heroic aspects. So they're a little bit aloof, a little bit belligerent, talk down to the women. Um, but I feel it's more of a cultural shift from this book was written in the 60s, so you expect a little bit of that, I guess. And that's kind of what you're getting. But is it good? I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed this book. I'm going to continue with the Dragon Riders of Pern. I've read a few here and there, but never the entire series. So we'll see as we get through. So if you're looking for something with a little flavor from uh, the 60s as far as science fiction, I think this will fit the bill. I don't know if you're looking for something a little bit more modern in its science fiction telling, that this will be, something you're looking for. So that's kind of my 2 cents about whether or not you should read it, and that's as far as science fiction fantasy. That's really the deciding factor. Do you want something that is going to be slightly more of have those cultural references from the 60s, or do you want something more modern? And if you don't mind the older sci-fi and the older writing style, this is right up your alley. So anyway, Dragonflight Anne McCaffrey. This has been an Ogre, an old guy's geekly review. As always, hope everyone has a wonderful day.